Hi and welcome back to Arblab Tree Care Products weekly video. This week it's all about fishing. I'm Anita from arblab.com.au.
And I'm Shanae and I look after the social media account Arblab Tree Care.
This week, as I mentioned, we're going to be talking about fishing and everything that goes with our products. For you guys, that doesn't make any sense, I'm very sorry. We're going to be talking about what products we have that might suit you if you're out there fishing.
Yes, and towards the end of this video as well, we have 2 competitions up for grabs, so stay tuned for that as well.
Yeah, they're great prizes. And the other thing is we want to do a huge shout out to Brad. Thank you so much. Brad is one of our viewers and he sent us an email giving us some great ideas about what to talk about, which is brilliant because we can use all the help we can get. Our knowledge on fishing and hunting is a little bit less than it should be, so thank you so much. And anyone else, any tips, please send them through. We love to know what you're up to and what you're doing when you're out there fishing. So let's get into it. We have a bit of a display wall happening here, and we've broken fishing up into 3 sort of ideas of when you might go fishing, how you might fish. So we're going to get into it at the bottom here to start with. This is what we've categorised as our fisher person, being politically correct, that may go fishing in a 4-wheel drive. So you're going out bush, you're going out to a farm and you're setting up camp, tents and all that sort of thing and going fishing. You might want one of these great products, and Shanae's going to tell you what they are and what they do and why.
Yes, so we have 3, I'll probably stand this side for you guys. So starting off, we have the Genki 500 as well. So this is a 50cm blade, so this is great for cutting fallen down logs that are in your track when driving, or there's just large pieces of logs or branches basically. This is your go-to source. Also, fallen trees, yeah. It's great for if you are making a shelter and you do need to move some stuff away. This is also a nice little handy saw to have around.
Huge, half a metre long blade, huge.
Exactly, but it's also a great thing about this is it does have a protective case on it, so you won't cut yourself, or it will stay nice and safe and fingers free. That makes sense. And then you have, if that's too big, then you can go down to your, so this is the baby sister of it, so this is a 33 centimetre blade of this Genki 500, so that is if you want a smaller compact saw to have in your backpack or in the back of the car, whatever you're doing. In the
cost-wise it's great too.
Yeah, exactly, so depending on what you're doing basically and how big your log is as well, because if you are cutting something about this big as well, this will still cut through it, but it will take a little bit of time to just get the movement for it. And then you have your Mazzari. So Mazzari is my favourite hand saw of all time. It is fast, it is aggressive, if you are just wanting to get the job done and dusted.
We often describe it as the meaty saw, like it just gets in there and gets it done.
Exactly. It is a fantastic saw as well, so it is more of a rough saw to deal with. And then you can go down to your Chemistormy as well, which has a large blade, longer blade, than the Mazzari, but it is still a fast, aggressive cutting saw as well, so it's great for cutting.
But easier cutting because of the tooth style.
Yeah, exactly.
That's not.
So it is great for cutting those bigger branches. And then you have the Sugoi, which is the opposite of the Mazzari. It is a smooth and it feels nice to cut with the saw as the way the teeth are designed on it. It is a curved blade as well, so curved blades are great for cutting above your head or below your waist. So the Sugoi is a great thing to have in mind if you are forward driving and there is a tree branch or something that is blocking your way, you can quickly jump out, and the curved blade is great for that angle for cutting above your head basically. So if you do have a branch on the ground as well, the Sugoi will still cut it, but it won't feel as naturally the movement.
Yeah, not quite as comfy, the curved saws on the ground. So if it's a fallen tree and you're wanting, that's going to be the thing you come across the most, then you're probably better off with one of the straight style blades. But yeah, as Shanae said, for angled work, anything hanging, the Sugoi is brilliant. And also great as a crossover for home to camping or fishing.
Yeah, exactly. And they all do it does come in a smaller blade size as well, so you don't need the big 420 one. And then you have your 2 aggressive swords as well. So they're very similar, great for cutting just dead wood, hard branches, if you are wanting to clear a track or if you're wanting to make a shelter.
Sort of like the bigger version of the Mazzari, really, the Zorons, aren't they?
Yeah, exactly, exactly. But then one down from the 500 Genki.
Yeah, that's right.
So we do have sizes, like blade sizes for all applications you are wanting to cut with.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that is this side of your...
So yeah, that's if you basically need an alternative to a chainsaw. These ones are fantastic. Way smaller, no smell, no petrol, no oil, and it works every time.
And it's quiet.
Doesn't matter how long it's been sitting in the shed, and if you haven't had a chance to go fishing for a while, it doesn't matter, it's still going to work. Particularly if you cleaned it. So next on our wall we have the centre section. So this section we kind of thought this is for the fisherman that likes to sort of do it in the raw a bit more. So if you're into survival sort of things, so you're going to go fishing but you want to do it without the tent, you're actually going to build your own shelter, or you're going hiking and fishing at the same time, so you're on foot basically. This is sort of who we were thinking of when we did this range of products, because we thought these would be really handy for you with the different stuff you might encounter or the different things you're going to do. So Sinead's going to tell you about that.
Yes. So we have the snips. So these are a fantastic snip, very versatile, very sharp, strong, everything you need. Pair of snips. These are great. So these are not only, you might think, oh look, the gardening, but you aren't. These are for cutting, say if you're building a shelter as well. So these are great for cutting branches about this length, so you can have putting leaves, thickness, sorry, length, thickness, sorry.
As long or as short as you like.
So these are great if you are building a shelter out in the bush as well, and you need put some leaves over the top of it to
make it more waterproof. We're guessing here.
Losing my words. So these are great for that as well. And also if you do find anything else you do use or need a pair of snips for, say if you're cutting.
Actually, we were looking on the internet and looking at some things that you make in a survival situation, you know, when you're camping around bush, and some of them look like, you know, you had sticks quite thin like this and they were tied together with strings or other vines and stuff. The snips would be great for that too.
Yes, exactly. Took the word straight out of my mouth.
Sorry. Bad habit. I'm quiet now.
So that are these snips.
Working on that, letting Sinead talk.
And then this, it is a Gomp Case W. So the great thing about the Gomp Case W is that you can fit a compact compact folding saw and your pair of snips as well. The great thing, it does have a belt hook, so you can either put it on your belt, or I think it's molly straps on the back of your bag as well. It will slide straight through this as well. It's very, lost the word for it.
It's just really handy, and this particular case is made by Silky Saws. So it's made out of the same rubber as the handle on the handsaw, so it sort of locks in there really nicely, and it's not going to fall out easily on you. But just really convenient if you are, you know, tramping and walking through the bush, and I don't know, you might spot like the perfect leaf for the shelter or the perfect stick for something you're going to use, then you can just zip it straight off the pack and use it straight away rather than digging through looking for it.
It's easy as 1, 2, 3. So that's that one as well. And then you do have your folding saws as well. So if you are, say at the end of the day, once you've done your fishing and you've done your little setup as well, you need a campfire. So campfires. So you have these folding saws. These are a large tooth saw, so they are for cutting your larger branches as well. And then you can have your smaller branches as well. Then you will go for these little guys as well.
So smaller tooth, bigger tooth.
Bigger tooth, all depending on what you're cutting as well.
And when you are cutting, like, what, you know, things they might want to cut other than the fire.
Yeah. What's that word?
Fish trap.
Fish trap, that's it.
Lawyer cane shelter.
Yes, so if you are making fish traps, if you are making lawyer cane shelters, you can use the snips for the smaller stuff, and you can use the saw for the larger branches as well. And that's a little section, but
yeah, we thought it might be great.
Survival
Yeah, but in the on foot sort of roughing it style.
Yes, that's hence where these guys compact, durable, you name it.
And actually, Sinead's going to steal because I did the display, so my fault. I didn't cross over one of the products from our next section, which we'll talk about in a sec. These two here, these might also be quite useful for you as well, and Sinead will tell you why.
Yeah, so these ones as well. So I know I've seen a couple of photos of fish traps and they are using bamboo. So bamboo is a very fibrous plant material is. So you would use a fine tooth saw. So that's when the extra fine tooth pocket boy and the fine tooth pocket boy do come into play. So that will cross section with what you are wanting to do as well. But if you know exactly what you're cutting, if you're cutting very fine small branches like this one as well, you would go with the extra small.
You could use that one as well.
Extra fine tooth, sorry.
Yeah.
And then if you are wanting to do a little bit of range of everything, bamboo, small branches, then you would go with the fine tooth pocket boy.
Yeah, hope we're not confusing you with this.
Yeah.
And a couple of the products do cross over for a variety of uses. But yeah, those particular ones are great for bamboo. Really good. Okay, so our last section is the one we've got up the top here. And we were thinking when we did this display of when you're going fishing in the boat and you're driving to the boat ramp, putting your boat in and going out on the bay, something like that. So probably not a lot of trees you're going to encounter, not a lot of branches you need to cut, and you probably definitely are not going to have brought the stuff to make a shelter. But there are a couple of things that you might find one of our products really handy for. So Sinead's going to talk to you about that.
Yes. So we had a lot of inquiries, like I'm talking a lot of inquiries about cutting rope.
In the past.
Yes, yeah, in the past. So we aren't particularly sure why you're using the rope.
Why you're cutting the rope. And we don't know what the rope is that you're cutting. So we should have asked, like an obvious question, but we haven't. So, yeah.
Yes, we aren't sure what you're cutting the rope for. But if you are cutting your rope, we have the pocket boys as well. So you range from your extra fine teeth all the way to your large teeth as well. So depending on the size of the rope, is depending on how big the size of tooth there is.
That you want to pick.
Yes.
And we're going to do a little video after showing you how they cut. Like this green rope here, we're going to chop that in half so you can see how they work.
Exciting. And then you have your snips, which are these ones here. So these are great for cutting your cable ties, zip ties, plastic if you still haven't had time, you're in a rush and you need to cut the plastic of your lures.
Yeah.
Cutting the plastic around it, these are great for this one as well.
Save your knife getting ready.
Yeah, exactly. And then this little guy here as well, the mini hobby saws as well. So this one's the plastic one, so that's great for cutting rope as well. If you ever know, rope, hose. Sorry.
Yeah, hose.
Sorry, hose. So if you are in a situation where you do need to cut hose or stuff happening, mini.
It's just not often that you're probably going to need this, but it's just really compact, not very expensive, and just a really handy saw should you need to cut plastic, whether it be, like Sinead said, hose or pipe or something in the boat. That's not going to take up much space, it's safe, it's got a case, so it's just a handy little saw to have in your kit. Yeah.
So
that's about it for our fishing products. But getting back to that rope thing, if you are cutting rope while you're out fishing, can you do us the hugest favour and please send us a comment or email,
even a photo,
or even give us a call. Just let us know when it is that you're cutting rope and how big it is and all that sort of stuff. I mean, we have been told in the past the sizes, but yeah, we're just curious as to when it is. Maybe it's when you're doing huge catches, maybe, and you have to cut it free. I'm not sure, but we'd love to know. So please, if you do, enlighten us. That would be fantastic. Okay, competition time. We have two fantastic competitions on at the moment, and Sinead's going to tell you about them.
Okay, so the first one is send us your email if you are wanting...
If you're into fishing or hunting, this is a fishing and hunting enthusiasts one.
I think it's all the same. So send us your email via social media, or email, or you can give us a quick call as well. And we'll put you in the draw to win a Silky Saw, which will be announced at the end of this month. Our Facebook is Silky Saws Australia. We have 2 Instagrams. We have Silky Saws, and then we have Fishing ATC products as well. So you can send us through your emails through there.
Yeah, that'd be great. Or yeah, as Sinead said, you could call them through as well. And the second one?
Second one is, this is your overall one. So you can send us a photo, you can send us a comment as in why you want a Silky Saw.
Photo could be of something you want to cut.
Yes.
Somebody else cut.
It can even be a picture of your Silky Saw as well.
Yeah.
Just send it through and you'll be put in the draw to win a Silky Saw.
Yeah, and the other great thing is you can enter both of the competitions if you want. So you don't have to just do one of them. Send us your email and send us a reason why you want to win a Silky Saw, and you'd be lucky enough to win 2. Who knows? It's randomly picked. We don't rig it, even though occasionally we want to, but we don't. And the other thing is, sorry, this is only for Australian residents. So if you are overseas, very, very sorry, but yeah, we're only doing the competition within Australia. But by all means, send us like a comment or something about what you'd like to know about, and then at least the video is still good for you. You get information on maybe how to do something or how to use one of these fantastic products.
Yes, if you have any questions or if we have said something wrong, please let us know.
Yes.
If you want more information about a particular saw as well, you can leave it in the comment section below, or you can send us an email or just a message. What do you want to know more about, or what we should know more about?
Yeah, it's probably a lot. And also, just back to the competition, it is for March 2018. So I think that's pretty much it from us this week.
Yes, so thanks for watching and see you next week.
And thanks again, Brad. All right, bye.
Bye.